Hey guys, it's Tony from Tony Talks Cards. This is going to be a cool little video. I was waiting to do this video until I got a few extra cards in the mail that I'd ordered in order to kind of make the video more complete. Just the way I think, I guess. But looking forward to finally getting the cards in the mail. Yesterday they came and doing this video. So this is a response, a congratulations video to Brent Richards and his YouTube channel having 500 subscribers. So thanks so much for the opportunity to do this, Brent. I'm a Cubs guy. I love Ernie Banks. That's got to be my favorite there. Left a comment on your video too about that same topic. But thought, hey, you know what? I've got a few cards I haven't shown before on the channel. Let's do a video about these and just again explore Ernie Banks in a different way that I hadn't done before. So first things first, I want to show off. This is a baseball. I got Ernie to sign this back, I think it was 2013. It was my first trip to the National. So I've been to the National in Chicago probably 4 or 5 times and gotten a few Cubs and Bears autographs and stood in line for the hour or so, but happy to get this ball signed by him personally around, I think, 2013. I want to say he passed away in 2015, just a couple years later, but happy to get that ball and a cool experience there to see him in person, have him sign the ball for me. But this is about cards as well. And so I want to show off some cards I haven't shown before on the channel. These are team cards. So he has base cards from 1954 to 1971. He played with the Kansas City Monarchs of the Negro Leagues for a year or two in the early 50s, went to the Army, I believe, and then came to the Cubs in 53. And I'm working on a base run of base cards as well from 54 to 71. I'm about two-thirds or so of the way through on that. But for these, I picked these cards I want to show up for about a buck or two each, maybe less. And they show Ernie Banks. They show him on the front. So I thought, hey, these aren't in the quote unquote PSA registry, right, type of set, but they do show him, a picture of him, and they're kind of a nice way to memorialize the Cubs during these years. So without further ado, I'll show you some team cards here and try to work through these pretty quickly so it's not too long or drawn out of a video here. So the first one is 1971 Topps Cubs team card. And you can see Ernie is right there at the very top. Again, the 71 Topps was his last playing days card. Black borders again, love that. And good to see him on with the team there at the very top. So there's the 71 Topps. 72 Topps, not black border, but more colorful at the top. You've got the bright, pink and yellow and dark colors up there. Very kind of like the style of the 60s and 70s, that kind of bright, colorful top there. So really cool to see that. And again, Mr. Banks, this time at the bottom, right under the Cubs logo right there. So cool to see him there. Again, I think he played a little bit of the 72 season, but again, his last card was the year before, but he made it with his teammates on 72. So there you go. Next one, 1973. This is going to be really hard because it's not floating heads. Some people may like the team photo more than the floating heads, but again, it's hard to kind of see the players given how, um, kind of, it's not exactly the best, photo quality. The white kind of blends in, right? But Ernie is there as well with the 1973 picture. Again, I believe he served as a coach, a player coach from 67 to 73 while playing with the Cubs still. And I think he was a coach in maybe 72 and 73 officially with just being a coach. So again, I know Topps baseball in these years had some tendencies to reuse team pictures multiple years out, and maybe just because they didn't want to get a new picture or it was easy to pull from the archives. But I'm not sure if he is one in a uniform there or maybe more an admin role. But again, he's in that one as well. 1974, a little clearer to see our friend at the very bottom down there. You can see Ernie Banks. Again, this is 74 Topps. So again, the face is against the white background, easier to kind of spot the little signatures of each player down there below their face as well. But again, I don't think he played in 74. So again, Topps may have been reusing old floating heads photos from before to put together the team card for this set. I'm sure others are more knowledgeable about that than I am about practices of Topps and how they put together team cards. But again, you'll see him right there. And I don't have a 75. I want to pick one up. I'm not sure. I should have researched whether 75 Topps has a picture of him, even though he hadn't played in 75 or 74. But I'll get to that later. But I did skip over with a recent purchase and picked up a 1976 So 76 tops, I believe. I hope it's not 77. I think it's 76. And Mr. Banks again is right down there at the bottom, right above the A. Again, no signature. Floating heads again style still, but I don't think he played in 76. I don't think he was a coach in 76. So I'm not sure whether kids collecting cards back at this in this era kind of noted that or remembered that or thought that odd or funny. But if you're an Ernie Banks or a Cubs collector, I guess you were fine. He was there along with other more current teammates of the Cubs in the mid 70s. So again, I picked all these up for probably a buck 50 each. Just as a way to kind of round out my Ernie Banks collection. It's a way to show him, his face at least, in later 70s years when he wasn't playing, but still have him be part of those Cubs team cards and team sets. So congrats again, Brent, on 500 subs. That's wonderful. That's great. Congrats. It's a huge milestone. Left you a comment, but hopefully you liked the video. Want to show off some different Ernie Banks cards, but still being my favorite 500 home run club member. They are tiny. His head's tiny, not quite the big full card pose maybe we'd want to see or could see, but I want to show off some different cards here in this video and say again, congrats. And here's looking on to 600 and 1,000 probably going in the future too. So again, thanks everybody. Look forward to the next video, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.